Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday, the 18th of April 2021. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Morgan Greer deck for today's reading. Let's see what these cards have to say about Sunday and what energy is coming up. So let's have a look. First, we've got the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Okay, so the message is pretty simple and straightforward. You may feel like you're somewhat bogged down and overwhelmed and that things are piling up. It's just a bit much. The 10 of Wands shows a young man trying to hold it all together. Each wand represents something that's really important to him. So a passion, something that motivates him, something that he wants to engage with and that he feels has some growth. So this could be his desire to attend university and to educate himself. This could be the need to travel, to be in a relationship, or to make something of himself, to find his life purpose, to find what he's really good at. So it's very difficult to do all of that in one day, and by trying to keep it all together, you need quite a lot of strength. The 10 is a crossroads in the tarot, so it's a decision point. He's either going to try and keep it all together and feel bogged down and burdened, or he's going to lighten the load and say, I can't do all of this in one day. I'm going to have to let some of these go for the moment, for the time being, put them to the side. And I'm going to have to focus on one or two things if I'm going to get ahead in life, because he can't keep carrying all of this. So the card is saying straight away that if you want to move ahead and progress, you can't carry everything and everyone and every dream and desire on your back. You're going to have to simplify if you want to make some progress without, killing yourself in the process, without working yourself into the ground. There's no need for that. And also, if you're trying to do everything at once and you spend 5 minutes here and 10 minutes there, you're not going to achieve anything of real significance in each area. But if you focus on one or two things, then at least you're giving yourself the chance to get certain things done and to make quite a lot of progress. So the decision is, do I try and do everything all at once and really wear myself out in the process? Or do I simplify and really allow myself to move ahead? So basically, am I going to be kind to myself today or not? The next card is the 2 of Pentacles, and this card says that you're on top of things. You can handle what's going on. And what's interesting is that he's got 2 pentacles, not 10. So you're going to make you're going to be able to manage your circumstances much more effectively if you only try and manage 2 things rather than 10. So this card is really echoing the message of the 10 of Wands, and it's saying, do keep things simple and realize that you've only got so much energy in one day, and that it's not a reasonable expectation on yourself to try and get everything completed and everything sorted out when there are only 24 hours in a day. We've got this ship in the background, the wind's blowing, and that's actually moving somewhere, that's moving forward. The birds represent freedom. And the 2 here in the 2 of Pentacles represents an opportunity to move ahead. So the existing circumstances as they aren't as important as looking to the future on top of managing your circumstances. So by keeping things simple and saying, what is it that really motivates me? Instead of what are all the things that motivate me in life, you're able to free up some time and energy. You'll be able to handle the things that you need to handle, and you'll be able to spend some time on having some fun, having a positive experience, and doing something that isn't just about getting ahead and making progress. It's just being in the moment and saying, I'm alive today. I've got the time and space to enjoy myself, and I'm going to use that opportunity. So the hermit is about understanding something about yourself. He's got this lantern, and that light illuminates something about him. So the hermit goes out into the desert by himself, and he asks the big questions in an attempt to understand himself better. And then we've got this very thin one there. It's about one purpose, to understand the self, because the message of the card is that if you understand the self, then everything becomes simpler and more straightforward, and you can actually make progress and not do this to yourself, and you require a lot less strength because things become streamlined. If you realize that, you like going on picnics and not bowling, then you don't need to spend your whole day exploring those two activities. You already know that. So you can just plan the one activity and have a much better time. So by managing your time and resources and staying on top of that, you learn something really fundamental about yourself that allows you to use your energy much more effectively. Personal understanding leads to a real direction and the focus becoming much clearer, and you're able to handle the ups and downs of the day and of life because you are supporting yourself. You don't have to try and get something or feel like you have to manage every little problem or detail and even other people's problems or their demands. You're able to do what you can. You don't expect the world. You don't expect yourself to create these Herculean feats of strength. So you're more reasonable in your expectations of yourself, and that allows you to have a much better time. So ultimately, it's about keeping it simple. That process of keeping things simple and narrowing them down teaches you something about yourself, and that then in turn makes the day easier and makes things easier for you in future, because you do have this extra knowledge, which means that when you do have to simplify moving forward, it's going to be a much simpler process that doesn't feel as labored and that doesn't make you feel like, oh my God, this is so arduous. So you're able to lighten the load. Number-wise, we've got 10 and 9 is 19 and 2 is 21. 2 and 1 is communication and new beginnings. So you're able to communicate with the self and understand something amazing about the self, and that will give you a fresh start in terms of how you manage your own energy and the daily structure and what you expect of yourself. So have a wonderful Sunday. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on Book Your Reading to audio reading with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe and share the video online. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.